It's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke up a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. At the 40-yard line. 180. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And it's 3rd down. The 20. Check. King. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Mayfield. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. 36. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Russell. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Here's Sam Cook now. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh, Bengals, and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Brown with his stick skills, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Browns.
Set, 180. Shut up, 48, the money. Do the magnet. Do the magnet. Real. Flat.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Mayfield now. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. The kick by Joseph is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
Here we go. Here we go. 6 yards. Let's go one more.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, they go screen. This is Ingram. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was looking for Landry that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun. Mayfield's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. This quarterback now, 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
18-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Come to the ending. I'm coming. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Show him. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Throwing. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Set, ready. Touch gas. I got you, pump.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Matt Judon coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He finds complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Mayfield over the middle to Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Alert!
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And they work this out past the 25. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one time.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Rolling to his right, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Pretty good job escaping the pressure, gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
40. 180. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperate. A crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Okay, let's get this.
Intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
30-yard line.
Hey, check.
On 1st down, it's Ingram, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, You know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Baltimore, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland,
how many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh? Ready? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. I come bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. This shorty, she support God. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride? Never try. You never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out. Hit the gym. Hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the cane hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. How about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it, how about it? Rep where you from? Where you post, you poppin' your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, jamming out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing got the testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful. I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes. It was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead. It's to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new. I just reach a step instead. Snooze or won't, I can't lose. Ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do. Make your next move your best. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving it so to skills. My doing it so to skills. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. First off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain in my eyes. They know it's real.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best to open it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 20/20 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They LA they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When I save it, you be like my favorite, I think it's God. Ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I had zip. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit, ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip, about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them get the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm a PC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for
for a trophy competition. Looking Steve, yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Hate to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Good. 180. Let's go. Hey, defense. Let's go. Hey, switch gears. Point it right.
Mayfield on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Landry, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Now Mayfield. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. You go tight. You got tight.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
At the 44-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Alert!
Mayfield to throw it. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
And less than a yard.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, alert 33.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Olivier Vernon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable here for Callaway. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Hard to believe, but the regular season's starting to draw to a close. We've got the final Sunday night game of the year coming up later tonight. Matt Nagy and the Bears hosting his mentor, Andy Reid, and the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be a good one from Frigid Soldier Field. And then tomorrow night, the final Monday night game of the year, Packers and Vikings from Minneapolis. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They go play action. Mayfield. And incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 30-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, they set up the screen to Hill. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Jackson now. He gets it to Brown, complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick low completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the 2nd half.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll run on 1st down. Ingram, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He needed 9. He got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jackson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Throw left side complete. It's Brown. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Odell Beckham Jr. past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Joseph on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive, with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 27. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second and inches, Mayfield out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. A third down gain of 19.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
Hey, alert!
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Alert.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the double. Go, go. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 58, come on. 58, come on. Let's go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going deep for Brown. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd down.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson will throw again. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. Pick the edge. Come.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Flushed out right. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Patrick Owasor in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Buying time to his left. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Rolling to his left. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Big Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's second down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Cleveland, it's a big win.